in a space of authenticity. We stand in a space of authenticity. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in case you didn't hear me before, it is a great day for transformation. And I am Samion, your host, founder, leader of Transformation Center. Glad to be with you this morning as and join you on your journey of transformation. Thank you for continuously investing in your transformation, your journey of elevation, your journey of realignment with the truth of who you are and whose you are. So thank you for joining. For those who are here for the first time, welcome. Welcome. And for those who are returning, we are grateful to reconnect with you again and continue to support you on your journey of transformation. Take a minute to come in the room. Please like and share. Comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from as we get ready to get started. Please like, share, and comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what social media network and outlet or what city and state or country you're tuning in from this morning. Fantastic. All right. Are you ready to go? Are we ready to get filled up? Are we ready to start our day off the right way? As I'm a true believer, how you begin your day is how you end it. So let's fill up our tanks so that we can go out and be the light that we have agreed to be to the world. All right. Let's get ready. And let's all begin with our 3 breaths. For those of us who've been here before, we know that we begin each session with 3 breaths. And the reason we begin each session with 3 breaths is frequently we forget to breathe. And then secondly, we understand the power of breathing, the power of inhaling and exhaling, and how it brings in the oxygen into our body to create that vibrant feeling of being alive. And with each inhale through our nose, we will allow, accept, and embrace everything that is here for our absolute best and highest being in this moment. Every person, every place, and everything. Then, in addition, as we exhale through our mouths, we'll begin to release anything, anyone, any place, any idea, any belief, any philosophy, any world that no longer sustains us, that no longer supports us, that is no longer in an energetic vibrational space with who we are in this moment. So let's begin to breathe. Take a deep breath through your nose. And exhale. Again, take a deep breath through your nose. Allow the air to filtrate down to your abdomen. And release. One last breath with intention and purpose. Breathe deeply. Perfect, perfect. Now go ahead, shrug your shoulders. Shrug your shoulders. Move your arms a bit and allow yourself to feel the blood flow. beginning to move throughout your body, feeling alive. Don't you feel alive? Doesn't that feel good to be alive and to breathe? I'm glad you think so. All right, next up, we're doing the oath of manifestation. This is that promise to yourself that I like to call your Declaration of Independence. This is the moment that you consciously align with everything that is here, tangible and intangible, working together for your best and highest good. Your Declaration of Independence. This is your Emancipation Proclamation, freeing you up to manifest everything you are deserving of. So read along with me as it's on the screen. Or repeat after me with passion, with fervor. And we declare, I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places. In my life and in the life of others, I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. And so it is. Allow those words to permeate deeply into your being, delving the very depths of your body into your core, activating all that is there to in alignment with you, to fuel you, to invite your DNAs to connect and to become rejuvenated, supporting you in your best self right now. Oh, yes. Now let's prepare ourselves for the word of the day, the affirmative word of the day. The affirmative word of the day comes from Course in Miracles, which you can find at www.acim.org. Course in Miracles, which you can find in www.acim.org. I'm going to take the chat. I'm going to put into the link into the chat. As today's lesson is coming from lesson 130, which reminds us it is impossible to see two worlds. It is impossible to see two worlds. We grab this from chat, and then we're going to move and allow the narrator to be able to guide us through today's lesson.
Lesson 130. It is impossible to see two worlds. Perception is consistent. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. Your values are determiners of this. For what you value, you must want to see, believing what you see is really there. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value, and no one can fail to look upon what he believes he wants. Yet who can really hate and love at once? Who can desire what he does not want to have reality? And who can choose to see a world of which he is afraid? Fear must make blind, for this its weapon is. That which you fear to see, you cannot see. Love and perception thus go hand in hand, but fear obscures in darkness what is there. What then can fear project upon the world? What can be seen in darkness that is real? Truth is eclipsed by fear, and what remains is but imagined. Yet what can be real in blind imaginings of panic born? What would you want that this is shown to you? What would you wish to keep in such a dream? Fear has made everything you think you see. All separation, all distinctions, and the multitude of differences you believe make up the world. They are not there. Love's enemy has made them up. Yet love can have no enemy, and so they have no cause, no being, and no consequence. They can be valued, but remain unreal. They can be sought, but they cannot be found. Today we will not seek for them, nor waste this day in seeking what cannot be found. It is impossible to see two worlds which have no overlap of any kind. Seek for the one, the other disappears. But one remains. They are the range of choice beyond which your decision cannot go. The real and the unreal are all there are to choose between, and nothing more than these. Today we will attempt no compromise where none is possible. The world you see is proof you have already made a choice as all-embracing as its opposite. What we would learn today is more than just the lesson that you cannot see two worlds. It also teaches that the one you see is quite consistent from the point of view from which you see it. It is all a piece because it stems from one emotion and reflects its source in everything you see. 6 times today, in thanks and gratitude, we gladly give 5 minutes to the thought that ends all compromise and doubt, and go beyond them all as one. We will not make 1,000 meaningless distinctions, nor attempt to bring with us a little part of unreality, as we devote our minds to finding only what is real. Begin your searching for the other world by asking for a strength beyond your own, and recognizing what it is you seek. You do not want illusions, and you come to these 5 minutes emptying your hands of all the petty treasures of this world. You wait for God to help you as you say, "It is impossible to see two worlds. Let me accept the strength God offers me and see no value in this world, that I may find my freedom and deliverance." God will be there, for you have called upon the great unfailing power which will take this giant step with you in gratitude. Nor will you fail to see his thanks expressed in tangible perception and in truth. You will not doubt what you will look upon. For though it is perception, it is not the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever seen before. And you will know God's strength upheld you as you made this choice. Dismiss temptation easily today whenever it arises, merely by remembering the limits of your choice. The unreal or the real, the false or true, is what you see and only what you see. Perception is consistent with your choice, and hell or heaven comes to you as one. As one. Accept a little part of hell as real, and you have damned your eyes and cursed your sight, and what you will behold is hell indeed. Yet the release of heaven still remains within your range of choice, to take the place of everything that hell would show to you. All you need say to any part of hell, whatever form it takes, is simply this: "It is impossible to see two worlds. I seek my freedom and deliverance, and this is not a part of what I want."
Give thanks for the reading of the word today. It is impossible, lesson 130, it is impossible to see two worlds. It is impossible to see two worlds. This word began with the understanding that the world that we see is comprised from fear. And if we break down the word fear as an acronym, F-E-A-R, it can very easily mean false evidence appearing real. Again, false evidence appearing real. And because of this illusion or this false evidence appearing real, we've created a reality that truly doesn't exist or only exists in our minds, which has created this connection from the truth that existed before we came into this earth, before we entered into this physical existence. Yet we have begun to eschew it, change it, make it seem like it doesn't exist, or as if there is a conflict between that truth and our false evidence appearing real. I'm here this morning to remind you that this fear that we've created this world on is only something that we have contrived. And in that contrive, we've made a contribution that is invalid. A contribution that brings about disarray and disruption. A contribution that brings about frustration and agitation. That brings about dis-ease and unrest. That brings about conditions and limitations. That gives these things a false platform. That we release our sense of power, our sense of authority. And we have forgotten precisely who we are and whose we are. I'm here to remind you today that it is impossible to see two worlds. And that which you give your attention to becomes real. The beautiful thing about it, the good news, is that we have the opportunity to release fear, to release these false evidences appearing real, to let it go, to move beyond that and realize the world that we truly desire to see. And we've been challenged to do so with a simple remembrance. It is impossible to see two worlds. Let me accept the strength God offers me and sees no value in this world, that I may find my freedom and deliverance. We are reminded to share this 6 times today for a period of 5 minutes. So the question I have for you is a total 30-minute period too much, spread out over 24 hours for you to regain your freedom, for you to truly live a reality instead of a fallacy, for you to truly live in reality instead of fallacy or fantasy? Is 6 sessions, 6 moments, lasting for a 5-minute period too much for you to regain your freedom, your deliverance? I found myself yesterday in the grocery store thinking about how much money I have in my bank account and what it is that I could afford to spend. My first mistake was I was thinking about spending something instead of investing. See, the word spend has a connotation attached to it that says that there is a limitation, that there is a shortage. When the word investment says there's a return, there is a return that's obligated to occur whenever I invest anything. But yet my wife was with me and she had even less money in her account. And she began to stand in that moment and just purchase whatever she wanted and allowed her bank account to support her. And she picked up majority of the items and purchased them, and I allowed her to. And what happened was I found myself saying, wait a minute, I didn't want you to buy that, nor did I want you to buy that. I could have took care of that. But what I realized in that moment was, as I'm walking through the store, I said, something has to give. This is not the world that I desire. This is not my reality. Something has to give. And it brought me to the remembrance. That which I place my energy and my attention to becomes my truth. And because I was choosing limitations, I was limiting myself from having an experience of abundance, an experience of prosperity. I'm not saying, you go out there and you overspend, you overdraft your account, things of that nature. I'm saying what you have in this moment, understand that it's given to you to support this moment. Don't hold on to it for the next moment, you're implying that there is a shortage. You're implying that there are limitations to God's creation, thus inflicting those limitations and those conditions upon yourself, which lower your vibration, which prevent you from being able to actualize that happiness, that peace, that joy, that limitless experience that you ultimately desire. Now, many of us would like to attribute that to the world, to a deity or an entity that contribute nothing to the space. More good news. Because you have experienced it, you know, it gives you the ability to make the change. It is said, when we know better, we do better. When we do better, we be better. So I challenge you today, with the strength of God, to open yourself up, to allow yourself to receive more of the strength of God, and keep your mind in order. So many of us do not realize we want to control everything, but the reality is the only things we truly can control are our thoughts, our behaviors, and our actions. And if you can't control your own thoughts, nor your behaviors or your actions, how is it possible you can control anything else or anyone else around you? How is that possible? It's not. So take the reins back today and remind yourself it's impossible to see two worlds, and choose to accept the strength God offers you and see no value in this world, that you may find your freedom and your deliverance. Remind yourself it is impossible to see two worlds. Choose to see your freedom. Choose to see your deliverance. And remind yourself that this is not a part of what I want. Only focus on what it is that you want. Allow that to be your central focus. The energy that consumes your space, your motivation, your inspiration, your healing. Let's take a moment. Close our eyes, or soften your gaze, whichever you can. And let's come together in prayer. Father, Mother God, we come to you this morning to get our fill up. We come to you in glad tidings and in gratitude for all that you are and all that our guardian angels are, as well as everything that works together in our best and highest good, is to each and every day. How it sustains, how it goes forth and prepares the roads that are ahead of us, prepares the minds and the hearts to receive you through us, as us, for us. We give thanks to be your vessel and your vehicle. We give thanks for the ability to change, to rise, to show up greater than we've ever showed up before. We give thanks for you loving us in a way that we can never imagine loving ourselves, thus giving us permission to be greater, to love ourselves without conditions, without limitations. We give thanks for your grace that surpasses all understanding, your peace that surpasses all understanding, your grace that is more than sufficient. We give thanks that you lift us up, that you encourage us, that you change our minds so that we can move beyond our own limitations, that we can release that fear, that false evidence appearing real. We give thanks that you exalt us and that you remind us that who we are and whose we are. We give thanks for the strength that you will embolden us with today as we go forth as your extension and reflection. We give thanks. We give thanks that the world we see is not the world we want. And we release that. We affirm today that we release anything that is not in accordance with your will. It's not in accordance with your plan and your way. We release it and allow your truth to be supreme. For you are worthy. We stand in your promises. You said you alone know the plan that you have for us, plan to prosper us and not to harm us, plan to give us hope and a future. We stand in your promise. You said that you promised us that no weapon formed against us will ever prosper, even the ones that we create against ourselves. We stand in your promise. You said, as you are for us, what could be against us? You said, let no weapon formed against us will ever prosper. We stand in your promise. You said that we were created in the image and reflection. You said that we're created, thine is created in your own image. We stand in the promise of trusting you in all of our ways, in all of our minds. We stand in your promise of seeking ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all things shall be added. We stand in your promise. Knowing that you have never forsaken us. Knowing that you will never let us down. And that which you have for us is far greater than anything that we've imagined. That which you have for us is far greater than anything the world may offer. That which you have for us is much greater than our eyes have seen. We are grateful. And we affirm that today and forevermore, that your will shall be done in us, through us, as us, for us, with us. We accept this charge. We accept this calling. And we give it all back to you. The glory, the praise, and the honor. And so it is. It is so. Amen. And Ashe. Ashe, good people. So it is. It is so. If you missed any part of today's broadcast, this concludes our session, by the way. If you missed any part of today's broadcast, please feel free to go back and review it at your convenience and share with other people. As I've stated to you before, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment how this session has supported you with the hashtag Morning Manifestation. Let us know whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, how you've been supported in this space. You can reach us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube at the One Transformation Center, and on Twitter at OTC Atlanta. One Transformation Center, OTC Atlanta. Hashtag Morning Manifestation. Join us. We are so grateful for you. We're so grateful for you. And we thank you. We thank you for investing in your transformation. We hope that you continue to join us daily at 6:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time throughout the week. And on the weekends at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time a.m. as we're on the journey to ascend beyond all that we have experienced and arrive to a space that is much greater than where we currently are. So again, if you missed any part of this, feel free to go back to the YouTube channel, One Transformation Center. Check it out. Catch up. Get the fullness of this experience this morning. Fill up your cup. How you begin your day is how you end it. Also, for those of you who are inspired, motivated by this message, or received any sense of healing, we invite you to come support us via a donation. You can do it via Giveify or Cash App. On Giveify, just website or the app, you can go and just query, search for One Transformation Center. And also you can go to the Cash App here at $ Samuel Crumby Jr., and allow yourself to be able to give to us. To give to us as we continue this mission to support, to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. On Monday, I will be speaking to the church in Pakistan, sharing a wonderful message with them, empowering and inspiring them to go forth and be that which they're called to be. I'm so grateful and humbled to be there. This is my second time speaking with them over there, and open to other opportunities across the globe as well. So don't forget, tonight we have the transformative conversation, which will be available here on this YouTube channel, One Transformation Center. And we're going to launch that thing and begin to, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the transformative conversation where you can engage and have conversations of transformation, conversations that will transform your lives. Well, thank you again for joining us, and I want to remind you to continue to be the change you desire to be. That being said, we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Don't be a stranger. I am Samuel, leader, founder of One Transformation Center, where we celebrate humanity. Until next time, continue to be great. Love you. We honor you. Support you in your journey.